Hello, in this video we'll learn about control flow and loops like conditional statements if, else, and comparison operators, logical operators, loops, and loop control. So with syntax and few examples, these conditions we will see, different conditions we will see, okay? And first we will see conditional statements if, else. And okay, control flow and loops, conditional statements. So if statements will see, if statement means the if statement is used to execute a block of code if a specific condition is true. If the specific condition is true only, if the condition is true only, the statement is executed, otherwise it won't be executed. It gives error. Okay, if the statement if the condition is true only in if statement means if statement, if condition, and this some statement here, if this condition true only, the statement will be executed, otherwise it won't be executed. If conditional was, the code block is skipped. Okay, and also we have to remember indentation. Okay, indentation refer to spaces that are used to beginning of the statements. Indentation, with an example we will see what is indentation. Indentation, nothing, remember indentation means refer to the spaces that are used in the beginning of the statements. Okay, this statement, suppose print URL, this statement is there, the spaces before the statement is nothing but the indentation. Okay, the statement with same indentation belong to the same group called suite. Okay, okay, the statement with same indentation, with same means with same line, the same line, this, like suppose this python age, these are this age equal to 18, if age equal to 18, so like the statement with same indentation belong to the same group called suite. Okay, group of statements is nothing but suite. Okay, by default Python uses 4 spaces, bit it can be increased or decreased. By default Python uses 4 spaces before this statement, like this one. Okay, see here, condition C, age equal to 18. Here 18 in Python interpreter internally assumes it as an integer. Okay, age equal to 8 variable, integer, and if that integer greater than equal to 18, equal to 18, printed you are an adult. Okay, print this statement, you have to this execute this statement if condition statement, condition is true, a statement is executed, otherwise the code block is skipped. Okay, so we'll see another example. Right here, write a program to display a group of messages when condition is true. Okay, write a program to display a group of messages when the condition is true. When the condition is true, group of messages has to be displayed as this. See this example, these are only one statement is there, but here multiple statements we have to execute it. Okay, so we'll write here first one, x is equal to give some new whatever. Okay, and assign, okay, string. Okay, y is equal to some nested here. Okay, nested one, take two variables. Okay, Python interpreter assumes that is string because we have given it a string value here. Okay, no need to mentioning the type name here in Python. So if condition, what's the condition? Suppose x is equal to new. Okay, and we have to use colon here. X is equal to new. If you are comparing, you have to use double equal to here. Okay, remember, if x is equal to new, print print it is something whatever writes. Okay, print statement. Okay, print it is new. Multiple statement, no, one, not single statement, multiple statements. Print indentation, light simple. Okay, right? So if x is equal to new, it is true. Okay, so these two statements are printed. Observe here, control S. Observe here, see it is new, indentation. Okay, print statement, remember print statement in Python interpreter execute print statement and cursor moves to the next line automatically. Okay, when print statement executed, Python, the cursor moves to the next line in Python. So if x is equal to new, it is true, condition was true, and these two statements are executed. The question is same similar, no? Write a program to display a group of messages when condition is true. Okay, that's the question, and these two condition is true. Remember indentation, this group of statements, this print statement, these two statements are together called as suite. Okay, because it's on same indentation. Indentation means spaces before statement. Suppose if you give instead of x equal to new, give some another one, old or something, whatever, and observe here, okay, it displays only the output gives only the indentation. It won't give it is new, it is this statement. See, observe, control S. See, indentation only executed because if this condition and the print are in same indentation, Python interpreter assumes this if condition and this print statement are in the same indentation, this second indentation statement, okay, same indentation. Whereas this print statement is in another, this code of block in this under this if block, okay, if condition. So the spaces are important in the Python. Whereas if you take Java, JavaScript, you can use flower brackets like this one. You can use brackets like this, okay, because code of block you can execute under this block like flower block, but in Python it assumes as a spaces, assumes as a code of block, okay. If x is equal to old, only this block is there. Suppose if you give space same indentation as this print statement, now it won't execute anything. See, no, nothing, because it's false, okay. Suppose if you give if y is equal to nested double equal to single equal means assigning value to the variable, double equal means comparison, okay, remember. And you have to give colon here, print inner loop, fill inner if something, whatever you can say, okay, fill inner if, give here new, and suppose if you give print here, print end, okay, observe the output now, control S. See, it is new indentation, inner if, and all statements are executed because everything is true. No? If this is true, these three statements considered as Python interface considered as same indentation. Okay, Python interface considered as same indentation and executes these two print statements along and also this if condition also it executed. Okay, and if it is true, this statement will be executed. Suppose if it is false, observe. Okay, it did not executed because it is false one, okay. Whereas print, if both are false, observe here, both are false, only end executed because if and print this both are in same indentation because same line. So that's the reason whether it is if condition true or false, this print statement will be executed. Suppose if you want this print statement under this inner loop, just you have to use same indentation like this one with same space before the statements. The same space before the statements are on the same line, then it considers same suit, and based on the conditions the both statements will be executed. Okay, I hope you understand indentation. Indentation nothing but spaces before the statement. Okay, observe here, indentation is important in the Python, whereas in Java, JavaScript, as I told, flower brackets will be there like this one. The brackets will be there, you have to write in that one, you have to write block of code in this one. Okay, there is no need of space, and also you have to use semicolon in the what we call in the Java, JavaScript, but in Python no need of semicolon. Automatically Python interpreter executes Python code line by line. Okay, so whenever this print statement executed, the Python interpreter automatically goes cursor to the next line. Okay, whereas in Java, JavaScript, based on the semicolon, it assumes it has one line. Okay, so like that, one statement. So indentation, remember the indentation here, new and nested. Suppose if it is false, first statement is false, so these three statements will also you won't execute. See, only end executed because If this is true, these three statements will be executed, because these three statements are in the these two statements in this condition in the same intention. Okay, remember. Okay, will execute it, and if it is true, then this statement will be executed. Next line. Okay, right. Okay, that's about the intention and the if condition. If condition was true, the statement will be executed. Okay, condition, if you comparing the two values, you have to use double equal here. Okay, for single equal to just assigning value to the variable, double equal to comparing the two values. Remember that one. Okay, that's about the if block, if statement. Next thing is elif. First we will see else statement. Okay, else statement. We have seen if statement. Now else statement. Okay, the else statement is used to provide default block of code to be executed when all previous conditions if and if are false. Means if condition is true, the code be executed if the condition is true, and the else otherwise this code be executed if the condition is false. Else condition will false. If it is true, the first statement print executed, otherwise else statement will be executed. Okay, so simple example we will see is, suppose if we give value age equal to 15, if age greater than or equal to 18, 15 greater than or equal to 18, wrong. Okay, else part will be executed, you are minor. Okay, if it is 19, it will be executed. Okay, so like that. Okay, if and else part. See with an example, write a program to accept number from keyboard, to accept a number from keyboard, because whatever you are enter the keyboard, we have to test it. Okay, and test whether it is even or odd. Okay, whether test it is even or odd. Okay, okay, we'll do this one, even or odd. Accept the input from keyboard. Okay, so take x is equal to int input. Taking keyboard in Python, input function we have to use if you want to take a number or anything string from the keyboard. Okay, input, enter number. Okay, x is equal to enter number. Okay, and we have to use if even or logic. What is the even or odd logic? If x percentage by 2 double equal to 0, means if you divide the number, any number, whatever enter number, divide by 2 equals 0, then it is even. No? Print even. We have to use semicolon here, sorry, colon here, not semicolon, colon. Print it is even. Okay, otherwise else part. If it is false, okay, colon you have to give a colon, else print it is false. It is odd, sorry, it is odd, it is even, it is odd, it is odd number, whatever, it is even number. Okay, simple logic. No? So first of all we are taking a keyboard input number. Okay, so whatever name we have to use input function to take a number or string from the keyboard, we have to use input function. Okay, and also store in the x variable. If whatever number you are entered divisible by 2 equal to 0, then it is even number, otherwise odd. Simple. No? If else condition. So we'll execute it, Control S, and run Python file internal. Enter number. I am giving 10 now. Here, observe terminal 10. So it is even number. Okay, and again, if you want to give odd number here, run Python. Enter number 3. Okay, it is odd number. Okay, so like that. Okay, that's a if else condition, if else statement. That is. Next thing is elif statement. Elif statement is allows you to check additional conditions. Okay, additional conditions. If the initial if condition is false, you have multiple elif classes to test multiple conditions. In elif statement you can use multiple conditions, you can check it. Okay, not single. In if else statement just only you have to check one condition, but in elif statements you can check multiple conditions. So like this one, if you take example, if grade is equal to 75, assigning value to this variable 75, and Python interpreter assumes it as int variable. So if grade greater than or equal to 90, print A. If elif grade greater than or equal to 18, like this one, else C. print b, elif greater than or equal print c, elif greater else print f. Okay, so we will take this from the input. Okay, same thing, just copy this one, simple. Okay, elif statement, if else, instead of else you have to get multiple conditions, elif conditions like this one. So control c, and suppose we will take keyword from the we will take the number from keyboard. Okay, control v, if not the grade, here x we have to, suppose you take this grade as well, instead of x take grade. Okay, grade is equal to int input number, if greater than 90 number, else print greater than or equal to 90, print a, print c, fail. Okay, right to. Okay, if greater than 90, a 87, whatever number you are entered, you can use like this one. Okay, control s, and I am giving 85. What will be the answer? Here 85 b. Okay, here 85 b. I am giving 50. Suppose if I give 50, suppose if I give 50, fail, because so it did not match these conditions, these three conditions, elif conditions, and we go to the else part. Okay, fail, multiple statement, multiple elif means multiple conditions checking. Elif statement is used to check multiple conditions. Okay, this condition, otherwise go to else part, fail. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and next thing is about the if else elif condition. Okay, next, nested conditional statements. Same, nested means multiple inside condition, if condition, another condition. Okay, if condition, code to be executed if both conditional 1, conditional are true, else code to be executed condition is true. Here observe syntax here. Okay, suppose if you take these two variables and assume if both conditions are true, it executed, otherwise this else part is executed. Okay, nested conditional statements. Remember, conditional statement is nothing but only if one condition is true. If condition is true, only the statement is executed, otherwise other statement, else statement will be executed. Okay, if condition is true, only the statement executed associated with the if statement executed, otherwise else condition executed. Okay, remember that thing. Okay, that's about the if condition, if elif, if else, these three based on condition statements. If else means condition statements, if it is true it will execute, else other else part will be executed. Okay, and next thing is comparison operator. Comparison operators is nothing but equal to, double equal. I told you, check if two values are equal, double equal user for comparison. Okay, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to. You have to know math, simple maths. If you understand, you have to understand this one. Less than, equal to. Okay, these are the comparison operator. The job of comparison operator is to check the values, and return value of the comparison operator is true or false, boolean value. Okay, return value of this comparison operator is boolean value. Whatever you are checking two conditions, it gives some value, no, that nothing but the boolean value. Return type is not the integer or string for the comparison operator. Return type is the boolean value, true or false. It's to check if two values are equal, not equal to, x not equal to y, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So you have to understand the simple maths. Okay, the comparison operator used with various data types including numbers, strings, and other objects that support comparison. Suppose this is an example comparison operator. A is equal to 5, b is equal to 10. See, Python intermediate assumes it is as an int and this as a string. Okay, result 1, a equal to b, true or false? It's false. Okay, because double equal, these both are not true. A not equal to b, yes. A not equal to b, yes, true. No, 5 not equal to 10, like that one. Okay, a greater than b, a less than b, these also. Okay, so these are all things. Okay, so that's about the comparison operator. Simple. Comparison operator means checking two operands. These are nothing but a operator. X and y are operands, less than or equal to or whatever, greater than or equal to are operators. Okay, checking two operand values, whether the condition is true or false. Okay, logical operators. We have seen comparison operator. In comparison operator, just checking the two operands. Here two statements. Okay, the end operator returns true if both operands are true. Okay, two statements x and y. X on statement if it is true and y returns true only, the end operator gives true. Otherwise, either one of the statement was true or both are false, it gives false, so it returns false. Okay, end condition. Okay, just condition 1 and condition 2. Or operator is nothing but the both operands are true. If at least one operator is true, otherwise false. If both are false, or operator is false. X, like this one, if x is true, y is false. X statement is true and y statement is false, so means it gives true. Okay, only false, only if both statements are false, it gives a false. Return value is a false for the or operator. End operator, or operator, not operator is quite opposite. If x is true, return result value will be false. Okay, so like this one. Okay, see example, I am giving a age equal to 25, integer variable into value, and the boolean value for this one is understood. Check if age greater than or equal to 18. This is one condition, and not is underscore student is another condition. If age greater than or 18, okay, 25 greater than or equal to 18, true. And end operator we are using not is underscore student, false. No, is underscore true. Okay, this is false. Okay, this is false now. Is underscore is not true. Not true means false. False and true. True and false means false for the this statement. Okay, this gives false. Okay, so if age greater than or is student, print this. We have to print this one, else invalid information. Okay, so like this one. Okay, so in this example, end and not we used to create a condition that checks if person is greater than 18 and no, not a student. Okay, end operator or operator, simple. End operator returns both conditions are true, its return value will be true. Rest are false. Whereas in or operator, both conditions is false, only false, and rest of the conditions are true. Okay, either true. And now loop, for loop and while loop. Okay, we have seen conditional statement, comparison statement, logical operators. Now loops, we have loops we will see. For loop, while loop. First we will see while loop. Okay, while loop. Okay, see what we have done in the conditional statement. If else, we have executed a statement based on the condition. One statement is executed. Okay, based on the statement, code of means one statement code of block is executed. If the statement is true, the code of block is executed. Otherwise, else part is executed. Just one time only it executes. Okay, it won't repeat it. Whereas in loops, for loop or while loop, the statement, if you want to execute the statement repeatedly, we have to use while loop here. Okay, if you want to execute the repeatedly, in if block, else block, just only one time the code of block executed. But if you want the code of block execute, if you want to execute the code of block repeatedly, we have to use while loop. Okay, based on the condition. Based on the condition, in if block only one statement executed, but based on the condition, while loop, based on the while loop, the code is repeated and the code will be executed as long as the condition is true. If the condition is true in the if block, if condition is true only, if block executed, but in while block, code is executed as long as the condition is true, means repeat the statement will be repeated in the while block. Okay, so a while loop used to repeatedly execute a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. It allows you to create loops with more dynamic exit conditions. Okay, and example we'll see. Suppose if you take this example using while loop to count from 1 to 5, while count less than or equal to 5, if you are giving count equal to 1, so count value is 1 here. If 1 less than or equal to 5, true, print to 1, count 1. Okay, print count equal to count, we are incrementing here, count equal to count plus 1. Now 2, it will repeat again, 2 less than or equal to 5, 3 less than or equal to 5, 4 less than or equal to 5, like that. Up to 5 it goes. Okay, up to 5 it repeats it repeats 5 times. This code of block executed 5 times. So that's why if you give, suppose if instead of while, if you give if, means if count less than or equal to 5, 1 less than or equal to 5, 1 less than or equal to 5, true, just print count, that's 1, that's it. It won't repeat again. Okay, it won't repeat again, and the count value will be increment 2, 1 and 2 only. It won't repeat again. Again count value give it 2. Okay, so it won't repeat again. But in while condition, it repeat the code, the statement of the statements will be executed. Okay, under while block. Simple. Okay, write a Python program to display numbers from 1 to 10 using while loop. Using while loop, you have to display numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, display numbers 1 to 10 using while loop. Write a program. Okay, we'll do program here. So take some count is equal to 1, whatever count is equal to 1, while count less than or equal to 10. Okay, count less than or equal to 10, print count is equal to count plus 1, or you can write here. Okay, count you can write like this one also, count plus equal to 1. Okay, count plus equal to 1. Okay, count plus equal to 1. It will print count 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, count. Okay, simple. Okay, and control S, observe, see 1 to 10, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 9 10. Okay, like that one. Count while count means count less 10 less than or equal to 10, colon you have to give it, and print count plus equal to 1. So this is about the simple while loop. Okay, next we will use for loop. For loop is used to iterate over a sequence, such as list, tuple, string, or range. Like okay, sequence, list, tuple, or string, or range. Some okay, so it iterate over a sequence of elements. Okay, or any iterable object. It allows you to execute a block of code a specific number of times for each time in the sequence. For specific number of each time in the sequence. Here is the basic syntax. Okay, for variable in sequence, for variable. Okay, whatever the variable can give variable here. In sequence means what the iterable object. It will be list or tuple. List means like this one. Fruits equal to arrays or tuple, strings or range, whatever. Okay, or any iterable object. It allows you to execute a block of code a specific number of times. Okay, iterating over a sequence. Okay, iterating over a sequence here. Fruits equal, suppose if you give fruits equal here like this one, apple, banana, cherry. Suppose if you give these three array elements, three array element values and assign to the fruits, and if you want to execute this one, just you have to use for fruit, whatever you can give variable here in fruits, and print fruit. Okay, first apple is stored in here, and it will display, and it will give output fruit here, banana, cherry, so like that. And we'll see with an example. Write a program to display a characters of string using for loop. A characters of a string using for loop. Okay, display character of string using for loop. Whatever the string can be whatever. Okay. Okay, I am giving string is equal to hello. Okay, and for where whatever. Okay, for vary, whatever you can give it, for vary in str means the string colon print vary. Okay, simple. I want to display output this individual strings. Okay, control S, sorry, CLS here, and okay, see hello, HELLO. Observe one thing here, string, because print statement, when the Python executes this print statement, the cursor moves to the next line automatically. Okay, because it's the print executed, the Python executed this H, and the cursor moves to the next line, and the E, and the cursor moves to the L. Cursor moves to the next line. Okay, so observe here, hello. It did not display on single line, it displays on multiple lines, multiple rows, like. Okay, so because in Python interpreter print statement, when print statement executed, the cursor automatically moves to the next line. Okay, so because it's line by line, okay, the Python interpreter executes the statement line by line. So string equal to hello, and for an I string, in string we have stored hello, and each word, each letter in the string executed line by line here. Okay, for var I in string, the string stored in this variable, each letter stored this variable var I given. Okay, so that's nothing but the simple for loop. Next examples we'll see, don't worry. Write a program to display each character from string using sequence index. Okay, index starts from 0 to some number. Okay, we can use range object. We have to use the range object that generate number from 0 to n minus 1. Okay, we have to use range object that generate number from 0 to n minus 1. N minus 1 means length, n equal length term function we have to use it. Okay, suppose using range object also we can execute this, we can get output of this string. Okay, suppose for var I in string is equal to n is equal to length of str. Okay, so what is the length of n here? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, for var I we have to use range object, no, range of n. Okay, here print var I, simple. You have to range object here. Okay, range object, what range object use? Range object generates number from 0 to n minus 1. It generates number from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n means length minus 1. Okay, and it generates 0 to n minus 1. And what is the n value here? 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay, from 0 to 4 it give indexes to each word of this 0 to 4. Okay, and I execute here. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so range means you are giving index here. Okay, you are giving index. If you want to value of this one, you have to use brackets. You have to use variable, no, string not string, yeah, and here. Wait a 1 minute, sorry, error here. Vary of means each value stored in here, vary of str. Type error is in here. Example, hello, print str of I. Okay, sorry, here print string here, sorry, string here, in brackets we have to give var I. Okay, cls, sorry, string here and var I in brackets var I. Var I means each range object generates 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1 means 0 to 4. So 0 stored in here, var I, and string 0 0 equal to h here. Okay, so control s, see hello, hello. So like that. Okay, so next thing, write a program to display numbers from 1 to 10 using range object. Okay, using range object we have to display numbers 1 to 10. Okay, range object. Okay, simple, 1 to 10, range 1 to 10, 1 comma 10, print var I. Simple. Okay, 1 to 10. We have to display numbers 1 to 10 now. So 1 to 10, print var I. This one stored in var I, and it will print, and next thing 2, repeat, it will repeat now. For loop will repeat 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, repeat one by one. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, n minus 1 now. So we have used 11 here. Yeah, okay. 10 here, see, 1 to 10. Okay, n minus 1 here. If you want to print 1 to 10 means you have to give 1 comma n plus 1 here. Okay, 10 plus 1 is 11. If you want to display 21 numbers means 20 numbers means, if you want to display 1 to 20 numbers means you have to give 21 here. Okay, control S. See, 20 up to 20. Okay, okay, and there is also one thing is this step up variable is there. Okay, step up variable nothing but another step up variable in the third parameter. If you want to alternate a number, means instead of sequence number, if you want alternate numbers means, if you give 2 means every alternate use every alternate number, like control S, observe here. See, 1 3 5 7 9. If you want gap between 3 gaps means, like if you want to display 1 4 2 1 4 means addition 3 numbers. Okay, every 3 numbers you want to display 1 number means you have to do 3 here. We call it as step up variable. See, 1 4 7 10. Okay, for every fifth number you have to display fifth number means, in sequence if you want to display every fifth number means you have to use 5 there. Okay, see, 1 6, like that. Step up variable, based on the number it jumps into the next number. Okay, based on the step up number it jumps to the next number, it jumps to the next sequence. Okay, right. So that about the write a program and find the sum of a list of numbers using for loop. Write a program and find the sum of list of numbers using for loop. Sum of list of numbers, we have to take some list of numbers, and using for loop we have to add it. Okay, right, we'll do it. List of numbers, you can take any list is equal to give here 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma whatever 4 comma 5. Okay, this is the list here. Okay, so list here. Okay, and write sum equal to 0. Assume it as sum equal to 0. Suppose for var I in list means this list. Okay, for var I in list. Okay, and sum equal to 0. Sum equal to initially 0. Sum plus I. Sum equal to sum plus I. Print sum. Sum plus I. Sum here print I. Okay, print sum equal to sum plus I. Here print sum here. Okay, print sum is equal to sum comma sum. Okay, sum equal to sum plus I for var I in list. List 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and 1 sum equal to sum plus I. Print I sum. What's wrong here? Okay, suppose okay, here where we have used only the var here for I, sorry. you have to use var here. So for sum equal to 0, sum equal to sum plus a print sum. Okay, we are printing sum here. Okay, each element list here will be added and print will be executed here. Okay, stored in this I. So print I here, suppose. Simple, that's it. Okay, we'll see execute, we'll see how it gets. So sum 15. Okay, sum 1 2 3 4 5 15. Okay, because this for loop is executed and whatever the sum value will be there, because whatever sum value will be there will be execute here. Okay, this for and print are same intention. Okay, suppose if the print statement is in this under for loop under for loop block of code, observe what happens. Control S. See, sum equal to 1 for it iterates. Okay, for every list it iterates. Sum equal to 1 3 6 10 15 like that. Okay, so if you want only one answer, you have to for loop and in printer same intention here. Okay, 15. Control S. Right, that's it about the list here. Okay, sum of numbers. I hope you understand the for loop and while loop. Difference between the conditional statements and the loops is nothing but conditional statements. If the statement is executed, if the statement is condition is true only, if the condition is true only, the statement is executed. Otherwise, else part is executed. In while loops, if the condition is true, it repeat. If you want to repeat, if you want your statement to repeat. If you want to execute the statement repeatedly, you have to use loops. Okay, for loop or while loop. Based on the conditions, you can if you want to execute the. If you want to repeat the loops, if you want to repeat the statements multiple times, you have to use. Okay, control break continue. Okay, we'll tell you infinite loops. Infinite loops means you have to careful about using while loop here. Okay, suppose if you take this, suppose if you write like this on while true. Okay, while true like this one, print something, print x or print something, print x like this one. If you give like this one, suppose if you write statement like this, it is not print true, print something. Okay, if print while x. So if you write like this, if the condition is true, like suppose like there are others, you can write x is equal to, suppose x is equal to true here, boolean value you can give it. Okay, while x. Okay, while x. So while x means if you write print x means it executes forever. X was true and print x will executes forever, infinitely it executes. So it creates problem. So be careful about these conditions. Okay, this while condition. Infinite loops means like this. If it is true, while condition is true, it won't come out of the loop because repeatedly it executes. Okay, so you have to careful about this infinite loops. Okay, be cautious when using while loops as they can lead to infinite loops if the exit condition is never met. Okay, always ensure that loops you have way to terminate. Okay, always you have to be careful how to execute that while loop. Okay, loop break and continue. Break and continue statements. Break statement is nothing but use it to execute the current loop prematurely regardless of whether condition is true. If the condition, suppose if the condition is true, loop was executed. If you want to break with some particular some particular okay iteration, you have to use break statement here. Okay, break statement and continue statement. Difference between this is break continue statement means only exit that iteration. Okay, it completely exit the iteration, it only exit that part of the continuous iteration. Okay, we'll see with an example here. Suppose if you example for loop, take this one example, observe, control C, control V. See here we have taken numbers here and for num in numbers. Okay, if num equal to 3, break print num means it displays only 1 2 equal to 3 only. 4 5 it won't display because we have taken break here, it won't display though all the what we call all though it will iterate all the conditions, but it only executes only these three elements only. It gives output only these three elements, it won't give 4 and 5 because we have used num equal 3 break here. Exit the loop. Okay, if you want to exit the loop you have to use break statement here. Okay, observe, control S. See 1 2 3, num equal to 3, break. 3 4 5 won't give output here because we have used num loop. We are using break here. Break is used to exit the loop. If you want to exit the loop, you have to use break statement. Simple. If you want to exit the loop, use break statement here. Something simple. Use some condition, use break here. Some condition, break. Okay, same thing. Continue statement means similar to continue only, but here what the condition continuous means. So you suppose if you instead of break, if you use continue here, observe what happens. Observe continue. Control S. See, it did not display third one. Means it exit only that iteration. Only the iteration of the third iteration it exits, and all other iteration it gives output. Okay, here 1 2 4 5 because we are given num equal to 3. Continue. If it is break means complete. The loop will be the complete loop will be exited. Okay, exit the complete loop. It won't repeat the other loop. But if we use continue statement means only that condition only the loop won't be executed. Okay, so like that. Continue statement means only the particular statement it won't execute, whereas break means execute the complete loop after the iteration. Okay, the continue statement you just skip the current iteration only. Okay, current iteration only executes. Okay, and proceed to the next iteration. It is often used when you want to avoid exiting some code in particular iteration but still want to continue. Okay, only current iteration only it exits continue statements, whereas in break statement execute the current loop permanently based on the condition. One condition, if you use break statement means it exits the current loop permanently. If you use some condition and use a continuous statement means only the current iteration of the loop will be skip. Okay, we'll skip it. Okay, so that loop. Okay, nested loops also we'll see with an example. This example, nested loops. Nested loop nothing but when dealing with nested loop inside other loops. Okay, as of now we are using the single loop only, but we'll see another loop, multiple loops, inside loop, outer loop, like that. Okay, and break and condition effect only the innermost loop they are based on. If you want to control the behavior of an outer loop from within the inner loop, we may use additional techniques or lags. Okay, for I range 3 means 0 to 2. Okay, here range 3 means 0 to 2. If I equal to 1, j equal to 1, break, like that. Okay. Example we'll see that's a nested loops only. Write a program that displays starts in right hand triangle from using nested loops here. Write a program starts in right like this one. Output will be like this one. We have to display output like this. We have to write using nested loops. You have to display output like this 10 rows stars, and you have to display stars in the 10 rows. 10 rows will be there here. Okay, 10 rows will be there here. Observe, 10 rows will be there. Okay, we have to use this one. We'll see how it will interface. Suppose take for I in range. We have to use range object here. Range 1 to 11. If you want to display 10 rows, you have to use this 1 to 11. Outer loop, inner loop. For j in range 1 comma I plus 1. Here we have to use logic I plus 1. Okay, colon. That means I is equal to 1 is true, 1 is stored in the I, and it is true, and j value I 1 comma 1. Okay, range 1 comma 2 here. One value here is stored in 2. Okay, column. In outer loop for the rows, inner loop for the columns. Simple, just observe like that one, and you have to print now. Print star now. Print star. Print star. Observe what's the output now here. Okay, print star. Control S. Simple. First statement is the row, and second is the column. Display column 1 comma 2 comma. So if you give 2 means 2 comma 2 comma. See 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 1 comma 4. For 5 is 2 means 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, like that. For I is 4 means for j value 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6, like that. Okay, 1 comma 4, like that. observe here and see the statement the stars is not like this. Okay, the star is not like this one, and the stars are line by line. Observe here line. So it displayed all stars but did not display single line. Okay, displayed multiple lines. Why? Because print statements, as I told, print statement, when in Python interpreter, when print statement executed, the cursor moves to the next line. Okay, if you don't want to move to the next line, if you want all the stars in the single line, you have to use comma end here. Okay, so we have to use like this one, end statement here, end. Control is end operator, say end here. You have to use end like this one if you want same line. So here now CLS. See what happened now means all single line. Before all starts in multiple lines. All starts in multiple lines, but now all starts in single line. But I want to move the cursor for each I iteration, for each I row iteration. I want to move the stars to the next line. So for that you have to use print statement here. Okay, print. No, in this loop. Okay, sorry. For every iteration with this one. Okay, control S. See, observe now. Okay, this for loop, this for and this are same intention. Okay, so that's the reason whether it is star or not, it will move to the next line. So this is the thing. This is a program, simple program. Just practice here, and you have to practice more. If you want to get into the for loop, you have to practice. You have to understand. You have to practice more. Okay, otherwise you won't get it. Simple. Next thing, write a program to display numbers from 1 to 100 in proper format. I want to display numbers from 1 to 100 in proper format. 1 to 100 I want to display. Same thing. For I is equal to 1 to 11, j is equal to also 1 to 11 only. J is equal to 1 to I plus 1. We have 1 to I plus 1 only. But here, instead of star, I am using I into j. Okay, I into j. Observe here, table 1 to 100. I want to display 1 to 100, no? 1 to 10, 2 to 100, 1, comma, I will be 1, and j will be 1, comma 2, 1, comma 1. I1 is true, and here instead of I plus 1, use 11 here, also 11. Okay, 2. Observe here what happens. We'll see. Control S. See, but it displayed 1 to 100 numbers, but I want some space between the columns. Okay, 1 to 2, I want some space between these numbers. So for this you have to use dot format method and column field like this one, is to 8. Okay, is to 8 dot format method. Okay, dot format method, and in format method and the task you have to do. Okay, this we have to use. This 8 means column field 8 size, 8 size you have given 8. Okay, this column field, this one is a replacement field. This one means spaces. Okay, this 8 means 8 spaces we are going between the different bots. Okay, these are different numbers. So 8 dot format method we have to use it. Okay, format method also we have to. Okay. If you want space means control S. See, 8 spaces. Suppose if you give 3 spaces between the columns. Yeah, 3 spaces will get. Okay, so like that. If you want space, this is a replacement field, we call it as replacement field, give the spaces between the columns. So dot, and we have to use format method also. Replacement field dot format method in the task I into j, like this one. Remember, fire I into 1j. So observe here, in I, one value will be stored. Okay, it is true, and come to the next. Python comes to the next statement here. J, in j value 1 and 11. Okay, j value will be 1 now. Y value will true, and into ij 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3. J value execute until 10, and it terminates the loop and goes to the again. And I will value 2, and it repeats again. I 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4, 2 into 5, like that one. 3, 3 and 4, like that one. Okay. Statements for I is until up to 11 only. Okay, no, 11 n minus 1. Range object generates 0 to n minus 1 numbers. Remember. Okay. So that's about the proper format. Nested loops. So this only. So we have used conditional statements, operators, and also loops. Okay, simple. Okay, conditional statements, if statement. Simple difference. What is the difference between the conditional statements and the loops? In conditional statements, if the condition is true, the statement is executed. The code of block will be executed. In loops, for loop or while loop, if the in while loops or for loop, if the statement was true, the block of the code will be repeated. Okay, repeat. If you want to repeat, if you want the block of code repetitive, you have to use for loops. Okay. Okay. That's about the end of operators. The boolean type of the operators, whether conditional, whether the comparison operator or logical operator. The return type will be the boolean type, whether true or false. Simple only. Break and continue. If you want to exit the iteration, if you want to exit the complete iteration, you have to use break statement, and if you have to use the current iteration, you have to use a continue statement here. So practice examples here, so that you will get idea. Okay, syntax and the examples. Okay, that's it.